If you have a cat, before I start, listen carefully. Do not ignore it, and it ever stares at something you can't see. This isn't a story I enjoy telling, because I did, and I wish I hadn't. It's something that still keeps me awake at night. What started as something small, something almost cute, turned into the most terrifying experience of my life. The first night, it all began my cat's name was Milo. He was calm, quiet, the kind of cat that sleeps all day and barely makes a sound. That's why the first night felt wrong. At exactly 11 a.m., I woke up to a low sound. Not a meow, not a growl, a slow, vibrating hiss. Milo was sitting on my bedroom floor, completely still, staring at the far corner of the room. At first, I laughed. Cats do weird things, right? But then I noticed something. His ears were flat, his tail wasn't moving, and his eyes weren't blinking. He stared at that corner for over an hour. When I finally turned the light on, the corner was empty. Milo jumped onto my bed and fell asleep instantly, like nothing happened. I told myself it was nothing. I shouldn't have paused 2 seconds, because that corner wouldn't stay empty for long. Stay with me. This is where it starts to get worse. The next night, 11 a.m. again. Same corner. Every night after that, Milo would wake up at the exact same time. He wouldn't eat, wouldn't respond to his name, wouldn't even react if I waved my hand in front of his face. Just staring. I tried moving him. The moment I touched him, he let out a scream I had never heard before. Not fear, anger, like I interrupted something important. That's when I noticed something else. The air in that corner felt heavy, cold, like the room was holding its breath. I stopped sleeping in my bedroom, but Milo didn't. And wherever I slept, he followed, and so did the corner. What I saw next made me buy a camera. The camera. On the 4th night, I set up a camera. I pointed it directly at the corner. If something was there, I wanted proof. At 2:11 a.m., Milo set up. The camera recorded everything. The next morning, I watched the footage. At first, nothing. Just Milo sitting. Then, the video glitched for less than a second. When it came back, there was a shadow, tall, thin, pressed against the corner like it didn't belong in this world. It didn't move, but Milo did. He blinked, and the shadow shifted, just a little. I rewound the footage. Every time Milo blinked, the shadow moved closer. I shut my laptop, hand shaking, because I knew one thing for sure. That thing wasn't reacting to me. It was reacting to my cat. And then, it noticed the camera. IT learns, the next night, the camera didn't glitch. The shadow was already there. Clear, closer, and this time, it wasn't stuck in the corner. It leaned like it was curious. Milo blinked once. The shadow tilted its head. Blink, another step forward. Blink, closer. Then something happened that made my blood run cold. The shadow turned and looked straight into the camera. The footage ended instantly. The camera battery was full. I didn't sleep that night. At 2:11 a.m., I heard footsteps, but Milo was already beside me. What followed made me realize this thing wasn't trapped anymore. The scratches appeared the next morning, on the wall, leading from the corner to my bedroom door. Long, deep, not made by claws. Milo refused to enter the room. He sat in the hallway, staring inside, hissing. That night, I locked my door. At 2:11 a.m., I heard breathing right outside, slow, patient, then a soft sound, like someone learning how to purr. And that's when Milo did something he had never done before. Milo disappears. Milo ran straight toward the corner. I screamed his name. He didn't stop. The lights went out. When they came back on, the corner was empty. So was Milo. No blood, no sound, just the camera on the floor, recording. When I watched the footage, I saw Milo sitting, blinking, and then nothing. The shadow filled the screen, and a sound played through the speakers. My voice, whispering, "Thank you for watching him for me." I moved out the next day, but the story doesn't end there. The new house, I live somewhere else now. No walls, no rooms, no corners in my bedroom. But last night, at 2:11 a.m., I heard a familiar sound, a soft hiss, from behind me, and when I turned around, my phone camera was open, recording, pointed at the corner, and then I saw the reflection. I don't own a cat anymore, but something still watches. And if your cat ever stares at nothing, please don't look too closely, because once you notice it, it notices you too, and it never blinks. If you made it this far, check your room before you sleep tonight.